The Realization, Holistic Awareness. Welcome to the Center for Advancing Civilization, more casually referred to by its acronym CAC. I'm John David Lazaro. In fact, I'm just one of the billions of very ordinary people on this planet, really. And even I have realized that humanity needs to be aware of the danger it is being led into. We certainly need to accept the fact that there were mistakes that were made in the past. I call them misleading legacies of history. And the slate of these entrenched legacies needs to be rationally and urgently wiped clean. We also need to realize that the world's finest Ivy League universities and think tanks are clearly voicing that they categorically do not, and I repeat, do not have a definite solution to stop our rapidly deteriorating plight towards a living hell, or even worse, our mass extinction. Hence it is we, the ordinary people, the 99% of humanity, who have to unite and act in favor of our very survival on this planet. We, humanity as a whole, therefore seriously need to collectively come together and look at creating a sustainable and egalitarian future for all humanity. As one of you, a fellow human being, I suggest that we all sit up and consider that goal. In the light of what I just said, I will take you on a journey of discovery that I have made over 30 years. I would also like to tell you what I'm not. I'm certainly not an academic from some university, spewing out what I've learned from there, or a religious leader saying I have heard a message from another world, or puppet media representative. Neither am I a corporate profiteer. I am just one of you, a concerned person who is worried about our collective future. I started my career in the Indian Navy, attached to the Naval Dockyard in Vizag, on the east coast of India. I was a weapon control specialist, and weapon control is like robotics. More specifically, it's a multidisciplinary field of specialization. 15 years into my career, I was, for personal reasons, forced to leave this career, and as destiny would have it, I came out into civilian life, and opted to begin a new career in advertising. To cut a long story short, even this career was also a multidisciplinary field. So across both these careers that totally spanned a period of 45 years, I have been constantly exposed to the professional requirement for a multidisciplinary capability in whatever I undertook, be it analyzing situations, strategic planning, drafting of my research expositions, and holistic design, across fields like engineering, advertising, marketing, and brand management. As such, these two unrelated and yet similar careers have uniquely shaped my life in a way that allows me to offer the world a unique insight into where humanity is going horribly wrong, and even more, where I have been able to come up with a viable planetary solution, as you will see. During my 30 years in advertising and design, the various research study necessary over the years made me realize a crucial perceptual concept called holistic awareness. I then condensed this study into a research white paper and pleasantly realized the tremendous potential holistic awareness offered any human thought process. This holistic awareness was a door opening for all of humanity's benefit. Just remember that, and we will get back to it for a closer look at its fascinating importance a little later. There are two ways we can approach any issue or concept. First, a negative aspect, which is our gross lack of such holistic awareness on this planet, and our consequent lack of realizing our proper place in its symbiotic system. This is a fundamental example of not being aware of this concept, holistic awareness. This lacking has been detrimental to our very survival on planet Earth. In fact, this lack of it in our world view has made us aliens on our very own home planet Earth. Second, a positive aspect. On the other hand, any real progressive change and advancement in our world has evolved from a holistic awareness that leads on to a sister concept called multidisciplinary knowledge. This acquired knowledge about holistic awareness made me further realize two other aspects to it. One, that the gross lack of proper accountability and competence in leadership is directly related to a gross lack of holistic awareness among leaders. And this lack is bifurcating humanity, taking all of us towards mass extinction. 2. What is it going to take to make you realize that the governments and economies of this planet are being systematically hijacked by a criminal cartel? I have therefore compiled 9 relevant documentary films that will convince you of the danger we are being manipulated towards. Please watch them. You can then form your own opinion. This acquired knowledge about holistic awareness also made me realize that basically we live in a world where all 100% of humanity fall into 3 discordant categories of people with various levels of perceiving our fate on this planet. The first category are totally oblivious of the consequences of our arrogant and highly ignorant conduct on this delicately symbiotic planet, and they continue unrepentant towards mass extinction. The second category are those who are beginning to realize that life is closing in on them like the fatal jaws of a beast. Spiraling costs of living, rapidly deteriorating economic, political and judicial systems, and exponential levels of violence, and even unjustified wars. Yes, they are awakening to the living nightmare, but not aware of the whole story behind this criminal global fiasco. The third category are totally aware of everything that is going horribly wrong and very well know who is the empire of evil, but haven't a clue about what has to be done to rescue humanity. Most of these people are the world's leading academicians, senior leaders, and outstanding thinkers of our time. And none have a composite and plausible solution to offer. In fact, they have voiced their concern for such a solution to urgently emerge. Against this background, the realization of holistic awareness led me to roughly understand the need for a 4th category that would allow us to achieve an unprecedented reformist collaboration that I call a cohesive human thrust, a coalition of all humanity that will arrest the currently unfettered, criminally insane 1% Zionist Illuminati, thus releasing us, the 99% of humanity, from their engulfing economic enslavement. Freedom from the Zionist Illuminati will allow humanity to recover from the vagaries of their insane and insatiable corporate greed, and allow a free humanity to urgently move on to the vital creation of a sublime, cohesive planetary civilization. A word of advice. What I just told you took me 30 years to realize. It is indeed complex. Hence, I sincerely request you to listen to this podcast several times until you comfortably internalize the subtle nuances and crucial importance of this message, as humanity's very